I remember the nights when I would sit next to Grandpa and we'd converse with the winds that licked the silence of nights long past. I remember that night. Grandpa told me a story and I swear I could taste the sadness dripping from his eyes. He told me the story of the other woman. Well, I never understood why he'd fret over some other woman who's not Grandma. I mean, that's absurd. So I asked Father, who is this other woman that Grandpa keeps talking about? And a smile dangled on Father's lips like a crescent hangs from the sky. He told me to go bury the thought in a casket and keep the keys safe beneath my breast for when my other woman would come. For when she would come to steal me before my very own eyes, and I was so puzzled I thought myself the centerpiece of an enigma, thinking he would flip the earth of confusion and I'd find me in the heaven of understanding, but I was still on earth. And so the years grew by. The years grew grey hair like the ones I saw dotting Father's head the morning we watched Grandpa settle hand in hand with dust. The same way death eloped with his other woman, and he literally lost a little more than half his sanity. I never really understood why. Now, she keeps me up at night, walking naked before me while the moonlight explores and charts all her edges and windy curves, sitting in the right places, that my mind never wanders off to all the wrong places when I am without her. Black of hair, light of skin, full to the brim, sharp of wit, sweet of tongue, the perfect fit. She is the light, the dark, the hues and the blues, the sun of my suns, the life of my death and the death of my life. A temptress, a seductress, an addiction I dare not forsake. For God's sake, she is a wild raging storm and the serene serenity in calmness abed as one. She is the fire that sparked summer and withered winter. She is dawn fleeing to dusk, a swan drenched in musk, the aftermath of my wayward heart, the other woman. So I told my wife, knowing it would literally litter the floor with all her love like my flaws, that the reason why I've gone listless nights away working is because of the other woman. That the reason why her love refuses to reach me is because of the other woman. That the reason why I am lost in the labyrinth of thoughts whenever she seeks to speak to me is because of the other woman. She has become my black hole, consuming me whole. So I told her, darling, I need to tell you something. I honestly don't have another woman. I have the other woman. And she laughed. She laughed and said, I visit the other woman too and I love her so much. Wait, what? And I thought of all the things I could say to her and choked on despair. At that moment, the past and the future turned to smoke until there was nothing but the instant. I realized she is beyond reach of salvation, but try. Try telling a blind mother to hand over her baby's eyes because the baby is blind. And I swear the gates of darkness would flush open and flood you until it becomes all that you know. She has the other woman, as do you. And you. And you. So now tell me, when would you finally realize that the other woman is no one? That she is nothing other than poetry? A poem recited by Salim Muhammad. Thank you.